pretty nice, but there's nothing like being back in the House of Labor. Being here with all of you is a reminder of what we're trying to do in Washington and why I'm there in the first place. Because one of the fundamental reasons I ran for president was to stand up for hard-working families, to ease the struggles, to lift the hopes, and make possible the dreams of middle-class Americans. But here's the problem. Even before this last financial crisis, the economy had problems. Just last week, a census report came out showing that in 2008, before the downturn, family income fell to its lowest point in over a decade, and more families slid into poverty. Folks at the top 1% did pretty good. Everybody else saw their wages and incomes spike. That's unacceptable. And I refuse to let America go back to the culture of irresponsibility and greed that made it possible. Back to an economy with soaring CEO salaries and shrinking middle-class incomes. Back to the days when banks made reckless decisions that hurt Wall Street and Main Street alike. We're all going to go back to those days and be back to the unions and to the middle class and back to the United States of America. We're all coming back. We're moving forward.
I thought this speech was amazing. It was energizing, positive, and it's good to have a president back in the House of Labor again.
It was re-inspiring and it was re-energizing. It's easy these days, I think, to get discouraged, and it's easy to kind of get down because you see all of the people who are attacking workers and attacking him for representing or doing things that would help workers, and it's just kind of gotten everybody, I think, fired back up again, and it restores your faith that we have a leader who really is working for working people.
The thing that really struck me was he looked at ease in this crowd. He really looked like it was a friendly crowd, and it was a friendly crowd, and he really seemed to kind of enjoy himself in the speech. And just the fact that he was speaking to the AFL-CIO Convention, which, you know, I didn't know that I'd ever see again, and certainly a lot of other people older than me never thought they'd probably see again after all of the years of kind of in the wilderness, or as Hilda Sola said, you know, years in the desert, if you will. So I thought it was a great speech. I thought he covered pretty much everything that organized labor is for, and certainly in Minnesota, the Minnesota AFL is for. I mean, you know, health care, but the first thing he let off with the Employee Free Choice Act.
That's why we've begun reversing and replacing old anti-labor executive orders. Policies with ones that protect your benefits and protect your safety, protect your rights to organize and collectively bargain. That's why the very first bill I signed into law was the Lilly Ledbetter Act to uphold the basic principle of equal pay for equal work. That's why I stand behind the Employee Free Choice Act.
I thought he said a lot. He's going to, you know, support us on the employee free choice. He's going to work to get it passed. He basically stated, you know, what we wanted to hear, that he's going to fight for the public option, and we need health care. We need a society that people have jobs, people have health care, people have education, and people can retire in dignity.
Well, after a summer of battling nose to nose and toe to toe with the teabaggers and the people on the right who want to destroy not just healthcare reform, but President Obama, you can get down. It can be some long days, but we're going to win. We're better organized than they are. They're getting tired, and this is the shot of energy we needed to push us through and push us home to real healthcare reform for working people.
We have talked this issue then, year after year, decade after decade. That's why I said last week, before we joined session of Congress, I said, the time for bickering is over. The time for games is past. Now is the time for action. Now is the time to deliver on health insurance reform.
Oh, I thought it was inspirational. It was great. I mean, he addressed the issues, our two main issues, which, Employee Free Choice Act in healthcare, and of course, green jobs. But it was nice to hear him talk about the public option and that there should be some type of public option there. So it's exciting to see that we're going to move on healthcare and the Employee Free Choice Act.
Awesome. I thought Obama's speech was invigorating, it was exciting, and I felt the energy in the room just energized everyone. I just felt very, very just exhilarated that maybe we'll finally get health care that we need in this century yet. It's been so long a coming, it's time, and I'm starting to feel the time is now.
And so it's for us in the unions to basically push hard and make sure that the public option is there in the end, that the public option wins.
I think it's the right shot of energy at the right time for the labor movement to be able to push this home.